I think that most people are scared of algebra because it has letters. And it has letters mixed with numbers and lots of symbols. So it really makes math a language. The letters that we see in algebra in particular actually are just placeholders for numbers that we don't know yet. So when you're looking at an equation or an expression and there are letters written there, you have to see them as things that are yet to be discovered. There are things that we don't know how much they are, how much they're worth, but we have to account for them. And so we can manipulate, simplify, move around, and continue to do that until we can reduce all the other things that we do know and finally figure out what that unknown is. That unknown is called a variable. Just like in life, there are factors and variables, things that are happening around us that contribute to an outcome. And so when we're looking at an expression or an equation with variables, we know that there is an unknown amount, an unknown factor there that we must leave space for, that we must account for. And that if we simplify everything that's around it, if we reduce all of the things that we do know, if we can make sense out of those things, if we can maintain equilibrium otherwise, we can reduce what we do know and simplify what we do know down to the simplest form that will tell us exactly what that unknown variable is. And based on how much information we have, we might be able to figure out more than just one variable. Most times we have enough information to figure out multiple variables. That's when we have systems of equations. Sometimes we don't have enough information to turn our expression into an equation. And when we don't have enough information, we just simplify and we reduce. And we're able to look at that final expression in its simplest form with the variables still there. And we might be able to work with that. That's when we're doing our best. Other times, when we have enough information to know that, hey, we've got this thing going on and we know that it equals this thing over here. When that's the case, we actually can maintain equilibrium, move things around. We can subtract from one side as long as we subtract from the other side. We can add some things to a side and we add that same thing to the other side to maintain the equilibrium. And we can basically undo what's being done there so that we can reduce all of the terms down and come to a conclusion about what that unknown variable is. That's called solving an equation. When we solve equations, we actually build stamina for problem solving. We build stamina in our minds for deliberating and critically thinking and observing situations and patterns, remaining steadfast until you get to the end and you actually know what that unknown factor is. So don't be scared of unknowns. They just represent something that you know is there, something that you know must be accounted for, just something you don't know the value of just yet. But if you know the value of enough things around that unknown, you actually can figure out the value of that unknown variable. So let me show you what I mean. Come and see.